The sweet sounds in the UK has a diverse growing scene. Genres like grime, drill, UK Afrobeats and Afro swing has given birth to some of the biggest artists in the world, touring all over and creating some of the biggest records. However, we often forget who is behind the magic.
A producer, usually the magicians behind music, some of the biggest records within our generation. I'm talking about Dr. Dre, DJ Khaled. Within this documentary, I managed to speak to some of the biggest producers within the UK. They are often overlooked, and I'm going to be answering the question, are they underappreciated? Follow me as I uncover this question and unveil the answers that you want to know.
A producer gets the job done and makes the record come to light, and 90% of the creative process.
Juls, baby.
You know, when you're just chilling, you know, with your boys or your girls or whatever, and you guys are just listening to music and you guys are just like chilled. You could be so relaxed, not really giving a toss about what's going on in the world, and then you just let the music sort of take you to wherever. So you're just sitting there, calm, relaxed, but then you're in a zone, and the music is taking you somewhere that is like, you know, different. You could dance to it, you could just be bobbing your head to it, or you could be singing along, but it's kind of like a spiritual feeling. Do you know what I mean? So it's just a vibe. I think every artist that I've worked with has had a different experience. I think the person who we actually sat down to sort of create, you know, music like from scratch was probably Burna Boy.
Yeah.
You know, Burna Boy came sitting in the seat that you are in, and you know, he just, you know, said that, bro, he's looking for like he's just looking for a vibe that's, you know, very sexy and, you know, still has the African vibe or whatever. So there were a few drum patterns that I had already laid down in anticipation for the session that we're about to have, and I just started playing a few chords here and there, and then that's how it really came about. With Easy, most of the records were, you know, beats that were created in the studio. He would come up with an idea, he would send a voice note, and sometimes he would get his guy in Nigeria to sort of like do a funny framework, and he'd sing along, and I'd just spin everything all together. And Sarkodie was mainly just sending the beats, and then he just liked them immediately, and he would just lay his verses and stuff like that. So everybody was a bit different, really.
Yeah. So, I mean, as a producer, what's the formula to making the magic? Obviously, we spoke about sometimes it's about feeling sometimes, but is there a creative process you go through before you make a beat? I don't know, like me, before I do my work, I like to eat Chinese or jollof or something. Some people have good luck charms and stuff like that. What do you do before you get into your work mode?
I don't know. Most of the time, it's based off something that I've heard, like during the day. So it could be on my playlist, or it could be some random song that I came across, and I'm like, wow, this is really nice. And then, you know, it takes my mind to somewhere else, and then I listen to the elements a lot more, and then I'm like, oh, I want to create something just like that.
Yeah.
And so when I start, it ends up being something completely different, but there's still a vibe. And I think my music or the beats that I make are, at the moment, are really dictating a mood of vibes.
Do you feel that you're unappreciated as a producer, engineer, as just behind production? Do you feel like you don't get the credit that you deserve?
I mean, yeah, because obviously as an executive producer, we put stuff together like the Round Here song with Shoki, Abracadabra, Juicy Traps, and my bro Fonzie. Like, that was essentially my kind of DJ Khaled song. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put it together from scratch with my guy Fumez on the hook, and we just got all the artists. We went round, shot everyone's parks, and it's like obviously people view it. Obviously, it was the timing with the whole Soki situation. Rest in peace, my bro. But it was like it was viewed overall as just a song. Like no one claims it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's not like this is Shoki's song or Chaps or Abra. It's just this is round here. They don't even say that this is Fume's song. But the thing with that is because I don't put my name at the start of the songs on YouTube titles.
Do you think you need to?
Man's got a new technique of that one, and I guarantee it catches on. But
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk on that too much. That one's coming on my next tape that I'm working on now. But in general, man, don't really feel like I need to because man can't really say what I want to say right now. In a sense of it, just like do your research on it. Like unless you're Charlie Sloth, do your research on it because everyone else that's put their name in front of videos gets less views. People should know the song's yours, and you should figure out another way to make people know the song's yours. I didn't make it bait that round here was mine, even though I did try at the time. But my strategy, my technique behind it wasn't right. I've got a better one now. Like the next couple of songs, or the next tape, the next stuff that comes out, you'll know when it's mine now. But the thing is, obviously, other people haven't really done that, so they put their name at the start. And for me, it's just that now your views look shit.
So what
no
do you
one
think?
cares about you like that.
Yeah. What do you think producers, production, just people behind production that aren't appreciated, need to do to become more appreciated?
People, say that again.
What do you think people behind production that feel unappreciated need to do to become appreciated? Like, what do you think they need to do to get more out there, or people to actually start taking recognition into what they do as a producer, someone behind production? Yeah.
You got a network, like you gotta have a good circle of people around you. Like on top of that, you need to have a strategy. You need a blueprint. Like if you can't create your own, follow someone else's. Like success leaves crumbs and trails and shit. So follow that. You know what I mean? And if you don't want to follow it and you want to do something different, like what I decided to do, create your own path and do that. But you gotta know what you're doing either way. Because creating your own path and you don't know where you're heading, my bro, you're not going nowhere. You have to know that, alright, cool, this is where I'm going to go. This is the angle. This is what I want to do. And this is how I'm going to do it. So in a sense, with producers right now, they just got to get their head screwed on and understand the business world. Everyone likes to work hard. No one wants to work smart anymore. Like you don't need to be in the studio 24 hours a day, mashing 200 tracks a day. My bro, it takes one track,
Yeah.
One track. Look at my bro Gotti on produced the beat for Michael Dapper.
Mine's not hot, 6, 7.
Bro, come on. Like,
but do you think, when do you know that one is the one? When do you know
you
that?
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know until it's the one.
So how, but then that means you need to spend more hours in studio, if that makes sense, or like...
Nah, but you can gauge it. Like obviously when he made the beat, he didn't make it with, I can't actually talk on him, but I'm guessing he didn't make it thinking Michael Dapper.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? But if you're in the production world now and you make your beats and you feel like, Michael Dapper, then get in contact with his A&R, his booking agent, his manager, his direct email, Twitters or whatever. Send him the beat. Network.
Yeah. Wait, so how do you know? Obviously, you just made the Most Wanted tape.
Not solely, but yeah.
Not solely, but you had a large involvement in it.
Yeah.
And it's with some of the biggest artists in drill, UK rap.
Yeah.
How did you know who to get on it specifically, and how do you know who to get on something?
So I linked up with my bro Joey, Hardest Boss, and we just came together with the names really, and the names came forward. We got a couple of lists together. We tried to hit them all up and see who was on it, and from there it just kind of put itself together.
Yeah, man. So what was the difficulty behind putting it together? Because I'm sure
the gang.
for obvious reasons, how was you able to put everyone together? What was the most difficult part of engaging everybody on one project, getting everybody on one project?
To be honest, it was just getting it done. That was the most difficult part. Like, getting them to agree to it was cool, but just getting it done. Because when you're dealing with the drill scene, you gotta look at it as these people are really out here doing what they talk. If they are, do you know what I mean? But it's like So really and truly, a lot of them will turn around and say to you that they're not rappers. Man's a trapper, or man's a stabber, or man's a shooter, or whatever. Then not a lot of them will actually turn around and be like, yeah, man's a rap star, and that's what man do. So it's like, it's not their priority. So it's just like getting them in the booth and to take it seriously and take time out of whatever they're doing daily to come down and do it was the hardest part, literally. Everything else was like, they just followed through, do you know what I mean? But even though they're not per se rap stars or whatever, like they view themselves as that, they know that music's a way out, so it's like, you know, everyone's interested.
You could just be sitting on a beat for like years, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Imagine, yeah, you make a beat like 10 years ago, and then now it's being used like, it's mad, and then you start getting paid, or you don't get paid because you probably just deleted yourself from the face of the earth. Because 10 years ago, you didn't think that beat was gonna do well.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. I don't know, bro. Learning how to make beats is sick, man. When did you start producing or when did you get into the music industry?
I would say like this year, innit? Like 2017, to be honest. Yeah.
Of course, you're still early in the game. Do you feel like you're unappreciated as a producer or unappreciated within the music scene?
As a producer, nah, because like the people that I work with and that show me love and shit for the work we do and stuff. So I feel love on that sense, but in the other sense, like producers could get a bit more recognition, but I'm not really too fast to just carry on working in it, and hopefully that'll come in it, sort of thing. To prison 2014, come out, and then like tried to switch shit up in it. I don't know, I just got to a point in my life where I thought, yo, let me do something, and then I thought, yo, like I used to make beats, so let me try making beats again. And then obviously like I was around 9s and he was doing 1 for Out at the time, so I was just literally trying to make beats just to get on that album, and then that was it. And then since then it's just, yeah. So
how was it working with 9s?
It's easy, yeah, it's simple. It's simple, yeah, it's real simple. You just, you know, just send him a beat, he just does his thing, innit? Wait,
so that's the process of just making a song. Like, what's the actual process with you? Because a lot of
with me and him, yeah. we go studio together, sort of thing, and like, but I would have sent him the beat from time ago. So I would have sent him the beat from like maybe, I don't know, a month or 2 ago. Then he randomly would just say come studio. Then he would just boom, like vocal the beat or whatever, sort of thing, and then etc. But he'll like write his bars and do his thing in his own time and shit, and then just come back with the product, sort of thing.
Yeah, right now, of course, producers, artists, everyone within the music scene in the UK is growing at a rapid rate. Yeah. What's your thoughts on the UK scene? Every genre, rap.
Yeah, I fuck with it still, I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with that drill shit, that Afro swing, dashment, whatever the fuck you wanna call it. I fuck with all that shit still. Yeah, so, I fuck with everything still. I keep up to date, you know, listen to everything, literally, yeah. Everything that's coming out the UK.
You was recently nominated for a GRM Raid Award. Unfortunately, you didn't get it, but you started producing this year, right?
Yeah, look, I come into the industry this year, so
yeah. So for you to get that nomination is a big thing.
Yeah, nah, it was mad because I went to sleep that night at like, I don't know, maybe like 8:39 in the morning. So by the time I woken up at like 6 in the afternoon, in the evening or whatever, fucking, I've just seen my phone blowing up with bare like people sending me like you got nominated and shit. So I wasn't even awake and shit. I didn't see what I'm saying? So I didn't get to see the real feel of it. Like but it didn't digest properly till like afterwards. But like yeah, like shout out Posty, shout out Graham Davy, and whoever like got me nominated and shit, innit? Shout out to you, innit? And yeah, I respect it still.
Yeah. So what's the difference between a producer and just a guy that just makes beats, or a guy that just sends beats and instrumentals?
In my opinion, the difference is with a producer and a beat maker is like, beat makers are guys that can just like make an idea sort of thing, but a producer can like produce a song sort of thing. Like is like a beat maker will have like a sick idea, but then a producer will take it and like break down the idea into a whole track and build it up into the chorus bit and sort of work along with the artist on the track at the same time sort of thing.
Yeah, so what's the process of, let's say you get, for an example, when you was in the studio or when you produced for Nines,
Yeah.
what was the process until the song was actually put out and the song was on the album and whatnot? What was the actual process? Seeing
Bro,
it
we
through?
made those songs in like 2015, to be honest with you, bro. One for us, like
Yeah, another thing as
so-
well. When do you know when to release a beat? Like, let's say you might have made a beat 8 years ago, or just for an example, and producers release it like, 8 years later. Why? Like, why do you do that? When do you know when to let go of the
So I've
beat?
only been making 2 beats for 2 years. I don't know, but I just try and like I just make bare beats, and then like when I like some guys I work good with, like just sending emails to, like for instance like Pac-Man, I can just send him a beat, an email, and he'll just go studio, shoot a video, and I'll just see it come out a month later sort of thing. So shout out Pac, in it, I ain't got to worry about nothing to do with him sort of thing. But with other people, it's like I have to get into sessions with and kind of sort of thing. So it's a bit different. Like it's weird still. I can't really explain it, but yeah.
Producer, you sit down with the artist and you bring their vision to life. A beat maker, you can just make beats in it. You can just be making beats at home, just sending them out and that, you know what I'm saying? But a producer, you see the artist's vision, and you sit down with them and make that vision happen. And then, yeah, that's what I think the main difference is anyway. Producers are doing that now, like making their own albums. Making albums and putting different artists on there, but it's their album. So it's like them featuring the artist, do you know what I'm saying? Instead of the artist produced by them, do you know what I'm saying? I think that will definitely get artists, producers heard more, and more like get them more spotlight basically. You don't get as much spotlight as the artist, innit? But being a producer, you have to know that that's gonna come. It's not new. It's not nothing new, innit? It's always been it's always happened. So yeah. Favorite one has to be, I think, Cadet's warm-up session, because at the time, I was still in uni and he had just messaged me and it was like he needs a beat ASAP, and I was in lecture at the time, innit? I had my laptop, but I was in lecture, so it was just like I had to make that quickly, and then it got a lot of views in that, like quickly, but yeah, that's my favourite one, and I still like that beat till today. We're getting played everywhere. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I don't think you can go to a country and they say that they don't know UK music really and truly, or like a big country, and I think it's big right now.
I feel like a lot of producers, they get looked down on, but I feel like where I'm doing so much, it becomes a thing, but like, yeah, that's Rookin', like, you know what I mean? But there's a lot of producers that are up and coming, and they're trying to do their thing, and they don't get appreciated as much. Because you can remember, without producers, there's no music. So I feel like sometimes producers get looked down on a lot, like, and it depends who you are. That's all, man, and it depends what you're doing as well. But what I say to producers is keep doing your thing, man, always.
So, of course, you've been in the game for quite some time. What's been your lowest point? Like, what's been a point where you felt, I really just want to... Have you ever had a point where you just felt like I just wanted to give up?
Always, bro, and it's part of music. Anybody that does music, you just have to ask them. Like, everybody has a low point,
I mean, like, I say this a lot because I feel like it's important for producers to understand, and not even to producers, anyone doing music. Like, I wanted to quit in like 2014 because it was nothing. Like, what am I doing? Like, what do I do? Like, you're stuck. Like, what do you actually do? And it becomes a thing where I set myself a goal and I said, yeah, like 2015, 16, 17, I'm gonna do my thing, man. And then from 2015, me and Gets did the EP, the 653 EP, we did the one take tune. And from there, man, I've never looked back. And in 2016, I did bare shows, smashed as the DJ, got my show on Kiss 100, like bare little things just started happening. Like, you know what I mean? But you can never give up because you don't know what's around the corner, man, that's all. But all the time, as much as I'm doing a lot of work as well, there's always low points, always. Sometimes you wake up and you feel like yo, man, like, is this even worth it or whatever? But everything I get now is a blessing. It's a blessing. All the shows I do, I never take for granted. I stay polite. I respect everybody because even for you, like, you ain't got to be here interviewing me. You don't have to be. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I show love to everybody, man. Like, they ain't got to be here. Like, yeah.
What's of course, in terms of the process of making music? Of course, you made a 653 project.
We did it here, man. Where we're sitting, man. Like, Gets did one take there on that mic.
Yeah,
so, like,
you know, I'm gonna touch that mic.
Yeah.
So how do you know when a beat is perfect? How do you know when, if I don't need to add anything to this beat, like, this is perfect? How do you know when the finished product is the finished product?
You never know. It's just a gut instinct. Like, it's like when you feel like this tune's vibes in, it's vibes in. Like even when me and Gets the banger after banger. Like, for us, that was just a tune that, like, yeah, let's do another Gets a Rookie tune, and I got playlisted on One Extra A listed. Like, and you never expect certain things, and it becomes a thing where, like, whoa, like, everything we do is like what we like. It becomes like, we have to believe in yourself and stop thinking about everyone else. Like, if they like it or never. No, music, why did I start doing music? Because I loved making music and I loved the beats I was making. Like, and it becomes that again. Like, that's all it was, the mentality of, like, nah, I need to make more money from this and whatever. No, let's go back and let's have fun with it again, and everything else comes, man.
Yeah, man. In terms of grime and just the sound of everything, how it must be amazing now looking at the grime scene.
It's amazing, bro. Like, grime has gone. It's become like the music now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not even that. Like, rap tunes and whatever, they're becoming under the umbrella of grime.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and they might not be grime.
Yeah,
grime has become like a culture of everybody.
Yeah, just the
like,
face of UK.
Yeah, that's
culture.
exactly that, man. But like, there's so many people doing amazing things, man. Like, producers, DJs, rappers, singers, MCs. Like, right now, UK music is winning. Like, it's winning, bro. Like, it's winning, and it's like everybody is having fun with it. Like, they're doing the music they want to put out instead of thinking so much about, oh, this person's not gonna like it, that person's not gonna like it. No, if you like it, put it out.
What's one thing that you'd say to an upcoming producer or somebody that's trying to get into the production side of music? What's one thing that you'd say to them if they're either trying to give up or if they're trying to get into it?
Never give up. Never ever give up, because I felt like I've always wanted to give up as well. It becomes like a thing where, oh, I'm not getting paid enough for this or whatever. But when you give up, you don't know what's around the corner. You don't know. So if I gave up like 2 years ago or whatever, when I wanted to, I wouldn't be here now and living the dream. Like, bro, I'm doing shows in front of thousands of people and it's a dream, bro.
I'm sitting there with my feet up and the food is bursting my tummy. See me, I've been observing these dummies. The way them man move when they see peas, you would think they were virgins to money, but I'm living lavish. Yeah, I'm living lavish. See me, I get this style, then I manage. And if I like that, I go grab it. I've been getting money so long now, it's become a habit. See, I'm living lavish. Yeah, I'm living lavish. Them man just they talk like say they ain't get the copper, but they not they spend nothing. Them man then too grab it. but I'm living lavish, yeah. She knows that I get dough, get money, and I got that thing she don't ever wanna let go. My girl stays gassed off me.